I'm glad to see the revolution is continuing.
Ron Paul has reached the top tier of several polls in Iowa. Texas pollster Jim Henson says the congressman is benefiting from other candidates' mistakes, as well as his own unique brand of politics.
None of the other candidates can really touch Ron Paul when you come right down to it for being an expression of this kind of pure libertarian constitutionalist perspective that Ron Paul articulates with, to my mind, is just breathtaking consistency.
Despite having plenty of campaign cash to run ads, a strong second-place finish in the August straw poll, and a fiercely loyal cadre of volunteers on the ground, Paul remains a perennial underdog in the media's eyes and within Republican circles. Don Zimmerman is a longtime Paul supporter in Austin.
I think Ron Paul is an enigma to the political system. He's an honest person. He means what he says. He's very intelligent.
Zimmerman also sits on the Texas Republican Party's executive committee, where he says mainstream support for Paul is lacking due to his unconventional stances on key issues like foreign policy and drugs.
Foreign policy is number one. There's very strong support for Israel in the state Republican executive committee. And Ron Paul's position is that foreign aid is unconstitutional for everyone, not just for Israel, but for everyone. So they disagree with him on that. The other huge issue is decriminalization of drugs. And Ron Paul's position is the federal government has no constitutional role to be involved in a federal war on drugs. It's a state's issue.
And he has never waffled on those views. So even if voters identify with Ron Paul's criticism of federal spending and his emphasis on personal responsibility, many don't like his efforts to eliminate popular parts of the federal government, like the Departments of Education and Commerce. So no matter how well he does in the polls, Henson says those positions create primary election roadblocks.
I think it's hard for people to accept that Ron Paul, the complete package, could ever actually carry the nomination of the Republican Party.
In Austin with your Capitol Buzz, this is Thanh with the Texas Tribune.